This is where I'm going to set up the ground pea pod shelter tonight. And I'm going to get it set up there, and I'll show you how I have it set up. I wanted to let you see the deck beforehand. It's wet. You can see the snow. It's been raining and so on. It's damp right now. There's no standing water on it, but it's damp. I'm going to throw it on there, and I'll get back to you. I wanted to show you guys another way how to fold this end. The other, if you watch my video, the ground pea pod shelter, I had folded it like I would a hammock or my pea pod shelter. This ground shelter, you don't need to. Grab your ends about probably a foot up, and you can just start gathering that. And tie it off. Because it's not going to matter much. But the only thing is this one end right here. This is where it folds. You want that down. Because that there is going to be your top. That's going to be your top, and that's going to be hung over so no water can get in there. I'm going to put this between my legs. And just take the twine. Tie that nice and tight. That closes that in. You don't have to worry about any wind getting in through there or water. So I'm going to tie this off. I don't use fancy knots or anything like that there. Just, I don't even know what this is called. There we go. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. Now look here, where this is bent down over. That's going to be my top side. This will be my top side. I'm going to get the other end and such all done up. I'll get back to you when it's all finished setting up. I just wanted to show you with this setup, you don't need to fold it the way I showed. You can just gather it up on one end like that. I wanted to show you I've got this tied. See, I always leave a little extra on my tie here and for my stake. What I used for a stake was a screw on both sides. You can see you have all kinds of room in there. All kinds of room. Then you pull that down over. Not quite sure how I'm going to normally tie that off or put a little stake in there to hold it up. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that, and I'll show you guys. But right there you can see again, I just got it tied to that screw. That holds it out. I've got those got the paper clips right there holding that up, and that will fold right down over. What you do is make sure that goes all the way over like that there, so any kind of rain will not get in. Same thing as this, just like that there. Now that's totally enclosed. You would not have to worry about rain right there. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm going to test this out, and I'll bring you guys along with me, and gals of course. But there it is, set up on my deck. Just as easy to do out, in the bush, but right now I can't get out in the bush, so I'm gonna test her out right here. Same thing, it's going to be down to -1, I believe, tonight Celsius, so should be a good test. You can see Like I said, there's all kinds of room in there. Should be a pretty nice sleep. Well, this is what I came up with. This here is a stake that you would drive into the ground. And after you get in the setup. So what you do right now is you can pull that off. I've got this stake right to here with a screw. And then on this eyelet over here, I just have a screw that you normally would put a stake. But of course, I can't put a stake in my deck. And same thing as this one here. I put another stake there basically. So what you do, I'm going to show you how to get into this. But this here, you put that in like that, and I have a groove right here that's going to hold that in there. Then the water can hit that and shed right off. So I'll show you how I get into this here. So this here, you take that off, you don't hook this one stake here. Have a seat, of course. And now you're in. You would stake this part here, stake that, grab your stake, and put it in place. And there you go. You're totally protected from the elements. And right here, I have all kinds, up to 6 inches of airspace in the middle. So if it snowed, it'd have to snow 6 inches before I would actually, it'd have to snow over 6 inches before I'd have to worry about suffocation or anything like that there. But it's not supposed to snow, it's supposed to rain tonight. And like I said before, watch your weather report. That's how I'm going to sleep in it tonight, and let you know how it works out, and I'll show you what it's like as the night goes on. It's been raining about the last 3 hours. I figured I'd bring my pillow in. Only problem is with you have to watch it. You're not going to get your bedding wet, but it's nice and dry in there right now. As you can see, everything's wet out here. It's been raining. Supposed to have showers all night, but it's doing its job right now. When I get in there and so on later, I will take you with me. You can hear that it's raining right now. I'm going to do a quick update, see how this is working. It's been out here and raining now for, well, probably 7 hours, and you look in there, there's no water in there at all. I've got to be careful when you bring this up though to get in and such, because there's water on it. So you could actually dump it right, if you had a big pile of water, you could dump the water right inside. So be careful with that. But when I get inside, I will come back with you guys. And I brought out the thermometer to see how cold it is right now. And right there, it's a +2 right now. So, get back to you in a bit. you can see, it's down through there. You don't have to worry about that. That's held out there still. Up here, you don't have to worry, because it's out over top here. And it's raining right now. And I'm not getting wet at all. The only problem is that getting in this thing when it's raining. Remember I told you about the water when it's wet and stuff? I got a couple drops on my sleeping bag trying to get in here. But I'm in here. My thermometer's still outside right now. And let you know how I make out the night. Well, it's 4:40 a.m. and I gotta say, as for keeping, you know, dry from the rain and such, it's doing that. But I'm getting a lot of condensation in here. Right up here, right where I'm breathing and such. You can see I've got condensation. Ugh. You know, I have all kinds of rooms still and such, but down here there's no condensation, just up where I'm breathing. If I had it a little bit more airflow on this side or whatever, you know, lift it up more, you wouldn't have that. But I'm staying dry, you know, from the rain. I'm dry in my bag, but if you touch the you know, the tarp, it is wet in places because of, like I said, the condensation. So it's working. It will keep you dry. Gotta remember also that it's you know, right around 0 degrees, and my warm breath is what's causing the condensation. So that's just a quick update. I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's morning now. I stayed dry all night. The shelter actually did what it was supposed to. The only problem was the condensation. Now, if I had this part here propped up like this as well, up like that, I may not have had as much condensation. I might have had to have more airflow. Since, you know, it's cold out, it was my warm breath and such allowed it to, you know, build up condensation within there. But like I said, I didn't get wet. Now, this is where you have to be careful, because the tarp is wet, so you don't want to pour that right onto everything, right? But you can see in here, look at that, that's, everything's nice and dry. So it works. That's the round pea pod shelter. I mean, that's one way to set it up. You know, you can prop up the front any way you wish. There's many configurations I'm sure people can come up with. So that's it. That's my test. It's still raining a little bit right now. So take care, everybody. See you on YouTube. Bye for now.